Something that really bothers me about the story is that it's about the story. In some other videos I've mentioned the story. The media's rush to get to the next thing, the bigger thing, the story that nobody's reporting. You know, I think it was within 8 hours that major news personalities were on the scene with the crawl running across the screen, massacre on campus, bloodshed in Blacksburg. I don't know that I can properly express my feelings at seeing these things. Rage. I'm the type of person, I get so upset right now, just thinking about it. At times when I'm my most angry, it almost brings me to tears. It's a reaction I have a hard time describing. I'm an emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and you know, my friends know me as easygoing. I guess the guy that makes people laugh. I guess when my eyes water up, it's when I have a hard time expressing what I need to express. And a lot of what I felt that day, and a lot of what I feel each time that I see a video, right now, if you go to the search engine on YouTube and you type in Virginia Tech, the first thing you see will be the killer. You won't see a tribute. You'll find those on those pages. You'll find some other stories and things. The first thing you see, the thing with the most hits by far, and actually I think there's several on that page when you hit that search engine, it's the killer and his statements. His infamous statements, his manifesto, his diatribe. And I think I'll come back to it a little bit later, but I want to talk about guns. And guns seems to be a topic kind of like religion and race and sexuality. It's off limits. Can't discuss it. If you have an opposing viewpoint, you're wrong and I hate you. You know, that's the opinion. If you read the comments on videos, race, religion, sex, you know, there's certain things people just can't talk reasonably and rationally about. What I'm going to have to say here, it may cost me some subscribers, but this is a play world. This is something I do for fun. It's something nobody should take that seriously. For me personally, it's nice. I've told my friends it's crazy that I've got my, you know, whatever number of subscribers I've got, that many people care about anything I've got to say that I put together. It's a play world. It's not the real world, and it's only the real world when it affects people's lives. I just watched a video, and there's a situation with someone that I know, a friend of a friend on YouTube, that's dealing with some stuff that they're leaving YouTube for a while, basically because it affected their personal life. And that's just wrong. I don't care. There's no reason. When people get into posting information about people's personal lives, their families, calling their families, their neighbors, you know, that just shows that there's people too caught up in their self. And it's all bigger than this little website here. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than you. Anybody that doesn't get that, they've got issues that they need to deal with. I think that something like this should put this in perspective for people, but the day after it didn't. I seen people using Virginia Tech in their tags just to get hits. I actually know a person that I like, and I think it's a good person, that I seen that they did it. And it bothered me, and I didn't know how to address it with them because I felt it was so inappropriate. But I seen a lot of people do it for you know, booty shaking videos, anything. They knew that day, they knew that week, it'd get them hits, and that's what it's about, right? It's about how many people see me and listen to what I've got to say. It's about me feeling I'm important, right? Guns. I knew when I heard the story. I told a coworker, I told my wife, I said, before we get home tonight, somewhere, somebody will talk about gun control. Because it's the guns that kill people, right? It's not insane, evil people. It's not a wacko, sick fuck that plotted and sat around in his room and came up with ideas and posed for the camera and prepared material to give to NBC Studios because he knew he would be famous. It wasn't that guy, right? It's guns, right? And I know some people that are going to be highly offended by this, and I've got to tell you, I don't care. And I'm not one of those people that says, hey, hand everybody machine guns. But how many laws were broken that day? What do more laws accomplish when the laws are broken? How many laws were broken during Columbine in direct relation to those weapons that those boys used? It's not that simple. I'm going to read something now that I read. I seen a video, and I believe the lady that posted it, her name is Lisa. Her screen name is LeSaMilano. Her video is called When Is Enough Enough? And I don't know that there could have been a more appropriate title. And I don't know for what bothers me there could be a more appropriate title. It was a good video. She needed to get it out of her system or express her feelings, and I thought she did a very good job of that. There was a comment that I read on the video, and it was by a man named Tom. A lot of you know him as TIG847. And his comment was, another horror, more dead people, more questions, more theories. We've painted ourselves into a corner and can't get out. Guns, you can't get rid of them, forget it. Eliminate hate, come on, no way. I read that comment and I responded to it that it was very concise. It was what I was thinking and couldn't put into words or into text. The guns aren't going away, people. I'm not saying hand them out at schools. It's not happening. The majority of violent crime that takes place involving guns aren't with legal weapons. We're talking about a massacre. We're talking about the Columbine shooting. When you get these sicko bastards doing these things. Would more gun laws have prevented it? Do you honestly believe that, this scum lowlife that sat around in his room scheming and preparing this fucking lunatic that chained doors and slaughtered innocent people, do you think a waiting period would have stopped that? He would have been a suicide bomber. He would have went online and found how to make pipe bombs. The guy was going to do some damage. It's too simple. It's too knee-jerk. I seen somebody, and this shows human nature is to knee-jerk. We need to react. We need to get it out. We need to attach it to our ideology and explain things. We need to make it right in our head. That day, somebody posted a video. I enjoy their videos. Mostly they do comedy. I seen their video, and it was all about guns and gun control. And it was things he already believed, and he used this as his way to get his message out. And I'm subscribed. Knee-jerk. My human nature. Knee-jerk. Just like that. Because I thought he was so dead wrong. I may resubscribe. It was childish of me. It was emotional. It's what we do. We're people. But so many people were so quick to run out there. I don't know if it's Katie Kirk. I don't remember who it was. But within hours, guns. Let's talk about guns. There were bodies in the morgue unidentified by their families. And it was about guns. The next story. Let's move past. Let's not recognize the innocent children. And you can call them children. How many of you, I wouldn't have considered myself an adult at 18, 19 years old. Innocents laying in the morgue. Unidentified. And we've got to move to the next story.